Hi everybody, Matt back with you. Hope you're okay. In the valley behind me here is Todmorden, my hometown for the last roughly 20 years. Place I love, and I love the folklore and stories that I've discovered whilst living in Todmorden. Todmorden is so steeped in folklore, it even has its own folklore centre. Today I'm heading up the footpath from the picnic site at Lob Mill Stables. I'm heading right up to the top of the hill, so we have a long way to go uphill, which is no surprise when you live here. And I'm going to tell you a folklore story, and if you're watching this in Todmorden, you may well argue with me over the name of the place. All will be revealed. Our destination today is roughly there. So the folklore story I'm going to tell you today is what I knew 20 years before I came to Todmorden. Not too much further away though, just above Hebden is Old Town. I went to school at Old Town, and in what would now be regarded as year 5 and 6. We had a teacher called Mrs. Calvert. I've no idea what classes were called back then. It's the mid-80s. A lot has happened since. And at the end of each year, we would end up going on 4 walks. We would go to Heptonstall, we would go to Haworth, and one of them was to go to a place just behind me here called Devil's Rock. So the story goes that the devil appeared on the hill here at Stoodley Pike. Not necessarily the monument, but the whole hill is called Stoodley Pike. And he came to claim the souls of the people of Todmorden in the valley. Not sure why. Maybe they were misbehaving, drunk or something. Whilst he was there, God appeared next to him, and they made a little bet that the devil accepted. The bet was that if the devil could leap from Stoodley Pike across the hill to Devil's Rock, or the Great Rock, that he would just look away and allow the devil to claim the souls of the people in the valley. But if he fell, he lost the bet. So whilst I'm down in the dip, let's conclude the story, because when I get up there it's going to be very, very windy. So the bet was taken, and the devil, who I presume had manifested himself to some gigantic size, leapt from Stoodley Pike and landed on the hillside up here. His hoof landed on the top of the Great Rock, but he couldn't steady himself. Instead, he fell backwards into the valley and disappeared. The bet was lost. The people of Todmorden, their souls survived to fight another day. Oh dear. So for me, the best folklore stories are those that have locations you can visit and check them out. Obviously we have Stoodley Pike, but Great Rock, or Devil's Rock, is here. And it's said that after the devil had landed on the rock, he left his hoof mark in the top of it from where he landed and then fell. So I'm going to show you the rock. is Bank Holiday Monday, so we may not be on our own. Let's see if we can figure out where that hoof mark is. Just ahead of us here, on the left, is Devil's Rock. And as predicted, there is somebody here. So we'll head up to the top of the rock in a minute, but whilst we're here, what you will notice is a lot of carvings, and it seems to be that this place, some will call it vandalism and graffiti, but this is a rock that I'm guessing has had many people stop at it over the years on walks. So that one up there was 03, there's one here for 06, but as you go around the front, what we'll see is the dates go much further back in time. Let's see what we can find. So obviously comments that say Wazza likes kids is not going back a very long way. No. Yeah, I think these are newer. Let's start at the top. Right, okay, so we have E Ridge 1933, so that's 90 years ago. P Eaatwood 1952. And there 1960. Well, look at this one. I can't make out a year. I can obviously make out Barker. 1976, a very good year. Okay. Smaller up here, 1975. Maybe as far back as we can go. Now, the big question is, can we see a hoof mark? Well, somebody's really taking some effort with some of these. Let's see if we can get up here. Okay. So there we go, with Stoodley Pike in the distance, you can see the leap. Here we are on the top. Now, potentially, that could be where we landed. I just thought there might be more of a hoof mark. Oh, bye! 1933 is the oldest. Sorry, that lady was stopped to have a chat. Wow, there we go. No, I can get down, don't worry. Yeah. That's where it landed. Saying he, for the sake of argument, fell. Maybe he created Eaatwood as he fell. So the carvings do appear a little bit clearer. It says K. Webster, T. Halliwell, F. Barker. Yeah, that's E. Ridge there. So there we go, folks. That is the story of Devil's Rock, how it got that name, or of course Great Rock. You can call it whichever you wish, it doesn't bother me. What do you know it as? Have you heard the story before, or have you heard a different version of it? The joy of folklore, it's a story, it can change. So why not write me a comment below, let me know what you think. Hope you've enjoyed this one. So from the hills of Todmorden and the Devil's Rock, for me, we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.